Well, we have a low pressure storm system that's rolling up towards our area. It's going to start by bringing us light snow this morning, and that's quickly going to transition over to rain and freezing rain this afternoon. And we are expecting some hazardous travel conditions because of this. In fact, we could see as much as a quarter of an inch of ice accumulating between I-94 and I-196. So here's a look at Storm Track Live. You can see all of that is snow falling over our area. And right now, Muskegon is reporting light snow. We're also seeing light snow in Kalamazoo. We've been seeing that for a couple hours here. Just flurries in Big Rapids. If we look at some of these latest reports that just came on in, South Haven, light snow. Grand Rapids, cloudy. Still not seeing that snow quite make it to the ground, but I'm sure we're beginning to see a few flakes get closer and closer to the ground. If we look just to the south of us, you can see that line of pink indicating freezing rain. And we have had several reports of freezing rain from Sturgis down through Warsaw. Once we get south of that, Huntington South, it starts to just transition into all rain. So that's what we're going to be seeing throughout the day. This is upstream. And this is all going to be shifting north. So we're going to slowly see warmer air bleed up from the south to the north. And just like a cannon, we're going to start to see that snow first, then freezing rain, then rain. So if you live around I-94, you're going to be some of the first that see that transition over to freezing rain. And you're going to be some of the first that see that transition over to rain later on. If you live in Grand Rapids or north, it's going to be a little bit later on in the day that we see that freezing rain and then that rain. But all of us by nightfall should transition over to just rain. Now outside right now, we're still well below freezing in many locations. Big Rapids still 24 degrees. We are getting closer and closer to freezing near Sturgis and Coldwater. Once our surface temperatures finally climb above freezing, we are going to see that transition over to rain. So this is 9 a.m. Notice we're clean cut. Grand Rapids to the north, snow to the south, that freezing rain. Then as we continue on throughout your afternoon, we transition to just rain. Overnight tonight, we switch back and it's snow for your Sunday. So today is the day that it's a big wintry mess, a big mix. Once we get to Sunday, we transition to all snow and then we stay at all snow for several days. In fact, we could see several inches of accumulation each day in the upcoming week. So much so that some spots along the lakeshore could be shoveling up to several feet of snow by the time we get to Friday because the lake effect machine looks like it's going to get into gear. As for snow in the short term, here's your snow futurecast. Notice if you live in Kalamazoo and Battle Creek, it's mainly going to be rain that you see, not a lot of snow. But north of Grand Rapids from Fremont, stretching back down to Muskegon, you've got a chance of about 2 inches by the time we get to Sunday. Ice is going to be a little bit farther south. Notice where this swath is. Ionia, you have a good chance of seeing a quarter of an inch of ice. Be careful on area roads. That stretches back through Hastings and Kalamazoo. Everywhere north of that, a little bit more snow. Everywhere south of that, a little bit more rain. So it's going to be very variable today, depending on where you live. Everyone tonight, though, switching over to snow as temperatures finally start to drop back down. And then Sunday, we could actually see 2 to 5 inches of additional accumulation. So today we've got that 2-inch chance north of Grand Rapids. Tomorrow, an additional 2 to 5. Depending on how close to the lakeshore you are. And then Monday and Tuesday, it's looking like because we have such cold air, highs in the teens and still very warm lake water, we could be seeing several inches. So this is winter. This is the baby step in, and it's going to get really rough here before we know it.
Yeah, just definitely keep an eye out on those road conditions as you travel,
yes.
Especially later today as we get that wintry mix kind of moving.
Please be very careful. It will be slick outside today.
All right. Well,